Hello and Namaste. Welcome to our third lecture on the chromatography. Today we are discussing on column chromatography. Myself, Professor Andy Pupate. I'm from Essential of Pharmacy, Pusat. So, in the previous lecture, we have discussed on paper chromatography. What is its definition of paper chromatography? Even uh, its methodology, because in the case of definition or somewhat in the principle that it follows means partition type of chromatography in which the paper which held the sample uh, into its fiber, it acts as a stationary phase, while the another one, the solvent, which is acts as a mobile phase which travels, in the most cases it travels against the uh, travels with the capillary action or against the gravitational field. Okay, so that is the one case we have studied. Then there are the techniques are there. Okay, so in that there is an ascending means upward movement, descending downward movement, ascending and descending means upward and downward movement. Then there is an circular one or radial, we can say, in which there is a twin in the base, and from which the solvent get absorbed. Means we can say solvent or the mobile fish that get absorbed. We apply the samples and it travels uniformly in all directions, and we identify by the use of RF value. Even there is a last technique like a two-dimensional one, in which initially we do the spotting like initial one means ascending chromatography. The same way the sample we apply and it runs. Then we move that that stationary paper or the paper 90 angle or right angle, and again we try to run that separated substance, so we get a more accurate result in the case of this. We discuss on that one. Then there is a detection one, we can mostly amino acids and all components are we can study it by applying ninhydrin solution. So detection can be done by the application of solution, by visual methods also, by comparing the spots of the standard with the sample, uh, and so many things. Even by spectrophotometrically we can do the comparison or identification of the components. So we discuss on that one. Then some of the advantages like simplest, easiest one, cheapest one, and so many. And drawback is that it's time consuming. Okay, so and the amount of solvent is more. Okay, so that is the thing, and result might be somewhat means accuracy may be changed. So we discuss on that one, and then the application parts where we study the blood components, where we study the purity of the drugs, comparison of the drug, identification of the drugs, separation of the drugs, and even individual entity can be studied. So whole things we have covered in the paper chromatography. Then today's lecture we discuss about the column chromatography. So in this lecture we already know that in the case of the column chromatography, you know the name of the scientist M. Tweed in the 1906 that who discovered this technique in which he used the adsorbent as a calcium carbonate. It is a tube in which the adsorbent is set. If you're able to see in this diagram, here is an adsorbent is set where we take the example of calcium carbonate. If mixture of drug is there, component is there, we take the example of the plant pigments like chlorophyll, xanthophyll, and mixture of that one. And then we apply the solvent. Hexane is the example of the solvent that we have added. Then mixture is the solvent is passed. The mixture initially goes to adsorbent. Some are showing the more affinity, some are showing the lesser affinity, and on the basis of that one the separation is going to takes place. Okay, the separation of the band is called chromatography, and study of such band is called as the chromatography. And chroma means color and graphy means writing. So we know that the concept that we have discussed. So in today's lecture, we have to be study about detail about the column chromatographies. Okay, so that part is very vital part. If you able to see in this diagram, अगर आप लोगों ने इस डायग्राम को देखा है तो यहाँ पे सोलेंट रहता है, मिक्सचर ऑफ कंपोनेंट यहाँ पे रहते हैं, यहाँ पे एडजॉर्बेंट रहता है, यहाँ पे ग्लास वूल रहता है और प्लग. सो keep it this diagram in your mind. We have to study that one again in the further chapter. So we move towards the today's objective, or move toward the whatever the objectives are there. So what are the objective? To study the basic principle. Then there is an in the case of this one, mostly it takes place in the on the basis of adsorption chromatography, mostly column chromatography rather than the partition. We know that in the case of partition, it solid paper get held that samples and separation continuity takes place. We studied in the case of the paper chromatography, but now so we discuss on the all of the partition chromatography. So in this lecture we never means we try to cover up the parts about the adsorption chromatography rather than the partition chromatography. So in the case of this one, we have to study in detail about that one. Then methodology. So in the case of methodology, we have to discuss about the kind of sample that we are using, the adsorbent that we are using, and then even we have to discuss about the technique or the how to sample has to be put up, how to hold that plates, plate size and everything we have to be discussed. Then in the case of this one, how to done the sampling means before that how to add the adsorbent onto the surface by dipping, pulling. So many techniques are there, so that all comes under the methodology that we have to be studied. Okay, and then we have to put up that slide into that chamber and everything like the paper chromatography. Then even the detection of the compound, each and everything is similar like the paper chromatography. We try to take in short about that one, so we already studied that point. And then the advantage, disadvantage and applications of the column chromatography. So that whole parts we have to be covered. So I didn't add the PPT, so we just remember that one. So in the case of column chromatography, it's the definition. So chromatography, we already know, is the term used to describe the separation of technique in which mobile phase carrying a mixture, it causes to move in the contact with the selective adsorbent, that's called stationary phase. As we take the example of calcium carbonate, and mobile phase is nothing but the hexane which travels. So there are the number of different kinds of the chromatography which differ in the mobile and the stationary phase used. We know that one. Okay, so as we already discussed, DT MS tweet in the 19th South absorption column in the investigation of the plant pigments. So here is the mixture of the drug. If you are able to see, here is a mixture of drug. Then there is a slightly changes. Two drugs they get separate out. Then here the initially onto the surface of this one, there is an adsorbent is added. The adsorbent adsorb this blue color, and this orange color start to move because it is having a less affinity, it is having a higher affinity. Then slowly if you can easily observe that uh, that that this one is having a more affinity, that's why it's separated out later, and this one is having very less affinity, so it goes faster to a downward side and it get elute first, because here is mentioned silica packed column, because in this column it is totally backed by the silica. ये सिलिका से क्या किए गए हैं, टोटली पैक किए गए हैं. So we have to remember that point, that column chromatography in which the separation takes place. So in the case of column chromatography, uh, so what exactly column chromatography is one of the most useful method for the separation and purification of the both solids and liquids. So this technique is used for solids and liquids. So this is an, now if you take the partition chromatography, that liquid is coated onto the solids and then we have to run with the separation of that one. So this is a solid liquid technique in which the stationary phase is solid, mobile phase is the liquid for the adsorption type of chromatography. Okay, even techniques are various techniques that we have discussed. So in the case of principle, in the case of adsorption, so as we know, mixture of component dissolved in the mobile phase is introduced into the column. So component moves depends upon the relative affinities. So as we already know that having more affinity elute later, having less affinity elute first. Okay. So in the case of this diagram, if you're able to see the adsorption column chromatography, the adsorbent pack in the glass columns. So we have to take the glass column, and to this glass column we have to pack the that stationary phase, that is called as the adsorbent. Okay, and a solvent, the mobile phase, that moves slowly through the packed columns. A solvent used in the mobile phase is called as the eluent. Eluent. So eluent we have to add to this one. If you are able to see in this diagram, there is an eluent. Then there is, if you are able to see, there is a separation of the bands. There is an alumina. Then there is a sand, cotton wools, or glass wool, or stop. Here is also same thing is there. Okay, so we have to discuss that point, means chromatography. So detail in the diagrams we have to be studied. The component attracted as the simplest one. I am repeating that one. That first of all we take the that column, into that column we add the adsorbent. Okay, and after the addition of the adsorbent, then we add the mobile phase. In general, we have to study detail about wet and dye. Okay, so we added the adsorbent, we try to add the sample in that case, then we added the mobile phase through which the sample get passed from the adsorbent, and as on the base of the affinity, the more the affinity, the lesser is the speed. So remember that one. वो खुद की तरफ में एडजॉर्बन अगर यहाँ रहेंगे, एडजॉर्बन क्या करेगा, खुद की तरफ खींचने लगेगा, उसकी वजह से उसकी स्पीड कम हो जाएगी, एंड देन दैट वी कैन सेपरेट आउट. ओके, सो इन दिस टू लाइन्स, the compound attracted more strongly by the mobile phase will move rapidly through the columns and elute from or come off the column dissolve in the elute. In contrast, a compound is exactly opposite. Compound more strongly attracted to the stationary phase. Compound क्या होता है? More strongly attracted to the stationary phase will move slowly through the columns. Why? Because there is a certain attraction shown by the substance toward the surface, and that's why its speed get reduced because of the attractions, and it elute later. Okay, so so experiment consider about the adsorbent. The usually adsorbent employed in column chromatography are silica, alumina, calcium carbonate, calcium phosphate, magnesia, starch, etc. Mostly are the organic, inorganic type of components. So alumina is generally suitable for chromatography of less polar compounds. अगर उसमें क्या है, लेस पोलर कंपाउंड से, तो हम alumina प्रिपेयर करते हैं. Then if you take the example of second, that is a silica gel, gives good results with compound containing polar functional groups. Okay, so we are having the both examples, silica, alumina. Okay, so adsorbent in column chromatography should meet following criteria. So there are the certain criteria that must be met. So particles should be spherical in shape, that must be spherical. Then size must be uniform. Then it require mechanical stability or high mechanical stability, we can say. Then they shouldn't react chemically, so they didn't react chemically. It should be carefully for separation of wide variety of compounds. It should be usefully for the separation of wide varieties of the compound. It should be freely available and inexpensive. It should be freely means a freely available होना चाहिए, and it must be inexpensive. The particle size of the commercially available grade is in the range of 500 to 200 micrometer. So this one is the range through which there is a selection of an adsorbent. Now we have to be select the stationary phase. Success of chromatograph depends upon the proper selection of stationary phase. So it depends on the following: removal of impurities. It must be removal of the impurities. Number of components to be separated. Length of the column used. It must be there is a dependence on the length of the column. Affinity difference between the components. Yes, on the basis of this one, more is affinity, lesser is the elution of that compound, and quantity of adsorbent used. How much quantity is there that we are using? That definitely affects or the definitely useful in the separation of the components. Then mobile phase. So the act as a solvent, developers and the eluent. The function of the mobile phase are so as per already know what is the mobile phase that travels, that take the samples, that passes from the adsorbent, and that try to separate out the components. So as a developing agent, they act as a developing agent to introduce the mixture into the columns. इसका मेन रोल क्या है मोबाइल फेज का कि to introduce the mixture into the column as solvent to develop the agent to remove pure components out of the columns, out of the column as eluent. उनको सिर्फ eluent बोल के remove करने का काम ये करता है. So the choice of the solvent is depends on the solubility characteristics of the mixture. हमें कौन सा solvent चाहिए ये depend कौन करेगा the depends on the solubility characteristic of the mixture. The solvent should also have a sufficient low boiling point, just not onto the solubility. The second concept that must be think about, that solvent should have sufficient low boiling point to permit ready recovery of elute materials. However, polarity has seen the most important factor in adsorption chromatography. So polarity has seen in the most important factors in adsorption chromatography. So different mobile phase used and increase or drop polarity. If you want to increase the polarity, we can add the petroleum ether, carbon CCl4, then cyclohexane, ether, acetone, benzene, toluene, ester, water, etc. Maximum non-polar solvents. So it can be used in either pure form or as a mixture of solvents. It can be used as a in the pure form or as a mixture of solvents. Maximum time mixture is going to be separated out. Okay. Then column characteristics. So what are the characteristics are there? The main function of all the column is to support the stationary phase. इसका main role क्या है? Support the stationary phase. The material of the column is mostly good quality natural glass since it shouldn't been affected by solvents. So an ordinary burette can also be used as a column for the separation. हम अपने simple lab की जो burette है उससे भी हम कर सकते हैं. So column dimension, length and diameter, that dimension will be 10 is to 1, 30 is to 1 and 100 is to 1. So various accessories are attached to the top and the bottom of the column for maintenance of the elution process. So that are the characteristics of the column. Then the length of the column depends upon number of compounds to be separated out, then type of adsorbent used, then the quality of the samples and affinity of the component toward the adsorbent. That is one of the most important factor. So better separation will be obtained with a long narrow column. So what if you want to be getting better result, you must require a long narrow column, that short thick column, because number of plates will be more. So better separation will be obtained with a long narrow column, that short thick column, because number of plates will be more. So here is the preparation of the columns. So how we prepare? So simply we take the glass tube with bottom portion of the column packed with the glass tube. So first of all we take the glass tube. Into this glass tube and the base we added the glass wool. यहाँ पे हम glass wool add करते हैं. Then obviously the cotton wool or may contain the asbestos pad. The above which adsorbent is packed. After packing, a paper disc kept on the top. After packing, the paper disc kept on the top so that the adsorbent layer is not disturbed during the introduction of the sample or mobile page. We have to discuss that one. Even packing technique of column chromatography. So there are two types of preparation of column chromatography. They are dry packing or dry filling, and second one is the wet packing or wet filling. So the column should be free from impurities. It must not include any kind of impurities. Before using column, it should be washed properly and dried. Okay, column should be free from impurities, as we already know. Anything must be pure. Before using column, it should be washed properly and dried. Before filling columns with stationary phase, cotton wool, glass wool is kept and it should be uniformly filled. So in the simplest way, I have to say that in the case of the column packing, first of all, we put the cotton wool. Above that one, we put up the sand. Then above to that one, we had put up the adsorbent. After the adsorbent, then again we put up the sand. So avoid the disturbance of the adsorbent layer by the mobile phase. Then we add the sample containing the mobile phase or sample which dissolve in the mobile phase, and then slowly finally we added the mobile phase into that one. So whatever the stationary phase that we are using, like the adsorbent, that might be changed. So column should be free from impurities before and use of this one. Then column, it should be properly, we have to wash it properly and dry it before filling column with stationary phase cotton. So after putting the glass wool or cotton, we put the sand, all things, sand, then adsorbent, then again sand, then the sample is dissolved in particular solution, and about to that one there is a mobile phase or the solvent. So that is the keep in mind about the whole concepts. So packing techniques are there. So in the case of dry packing technique, adsorbent is packed in the column in dry form. So simplest one, dry कर रहे हम. If you are able to see in this one, here is the column. अब यहाँ पे सिर्फ थोड़ा सा हमने सैंपल ऐड किया है, ठीक है. हमने जैसे इसके अंदर थोड़ा सा सैंपल ऐड किया है, देन उसको हमने रिवर्स करके थोड़ा थोड़ा सैंपल ऐड कर रहे हैं, और बाद में हमने फाइनली, if you able to see, there is an adsorbent is added to this one. So adsorbent is packed in the column in a dry form. We directly take the dry form, fill the solvent till equilibrium is reached. What are the demerits of that one? Air bubbles are interrupted between the stationary phase and mobile phase. Crack appears in the adsorbent layer. तो उसकी वजह से क्या हो जाता है? There might be some sort of the cracks onto the adsorbent layer. After filling, tapping can be done to remove white space. हम क्या करते हैं, इसको ऐसे टैपिंग करते हैं. ओके, सो टैप करने की वजह से क्या होता है, देयर इज, because of that one, the it gets settled down and proper uniform distribution of the paper takes place, or the stationary phase takes place. Then in this diagram you can see there is addition of adsorbent. Then in this diagram, if you are able to see, here is an cotton plug, here is an cotton plug, here is an cotton plug. Then here, what is the opposite? There is an adsorbent, and the substance that we have studied, that we have set over here. So that is a simple diagram. In the case of wet packing technique, the material is slurry with the solvent and generally added to the columns in portions. Okay, so हमें slurry तैयार करनी है with the solvent and generally added to the columns portions. Stationary is settled uniformly and no cracks in the columns adsorbent. Stationary phase क्या करता है? Settle uniformly and no cracks in the column adsorb. Okay. Then in the second one, solids settle down while the solvent remain upwards. Solid क्या हो जाते हैं? Settle down हो जाते हैं while the solvent remain upward. This solvent is removed and then again cotton plug is placed. So that is the technique, that is the wet technique. Then introduction of the sample. So how we introduce the sample? Simplistic हमने already, अब वेट और ड्राई में दोनों में सिर्फ डिफरेंस क्या है कि हम उसको पहले वेट करते हैं और वो वेट के वाला सैंपल को हम पुटअप करते हैं. ड्राई में क्या करते हैं, सीधे ड्राई ड्राई सैंपल को हम ऐड कर लेते हैं। सिर्फ ड्रॉबैक क्या है कि माइट बी द रीजन बबल्स में ऑब्जर्व, सो दैट थिंग वी हैव टू बी कीप इन माइंड। देन इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ द सैंपल, हम सैंपल कैसे ऐड करें। नाउ वी मूव टुवर्ड द मेथोलॉजी। सो हाउ टू वी ऐड द सैंपल्स, generally initially as per in the shown in the diagram, there is an adsorbent, here is an atom, here is in some sort of solvent, and then there is addition of the sample. Okay, so the sample, which is usually a mixture of the component, is dissolved in minimum quantity of the mobile phase. The entire sample is introduced into the column at once and get adsorbed on the top portion of the columns. So entire sample is introduced into the columns. हम पूरे के पूरे sample introduce करते हैं at once and get adsorbed onto the top portion of the columns. So सबसे पहले तो इसने adsorb होना चाहिए top surface के ऊपर. From this zone, individual sample can be separated by a process of elution. और इस process के हिसाब से हम individually sample को identify कर सकते हैं. So that things we can able to observe. Okay. So if you are able to see in this diagram, there is an adsorbent over here, white color, and then we added the samples. Then slowly, there is a single sample run over here. So there is a separation of the drug with it remove the impurities. Okay. If you take the keep adding the new solvents, then if you are able to see in this, there is an blue and yellow color sample is there. Then blue is having more affinity, remain as it is. Yellow is having less affinity, so it is eluted fast. So if you are able to see in this diagram, blue and yellow, so yellow is get eluted, the blue is remain same. Okay, so change the beakers once the yellow start to drop through. तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं? By this way we collect the samples. Then the column chromatography, where we study about the development technique or elutions. So by elution technique, the individual components are separated out from the columns. The two techniques are there. Isochromatic elution technique. So iso means same, chromatic elution technique. So in this technique, same solvent composition or the solvent of the same priority is used throughout the process of separation. So example is the chloroform only. Then gradient elution techniques. So gradually solvent of gradually increased polarity or increased elution strength are used during the process of separation. The solvents of generally increased polarity or increased elution strength. Less polar चाहिए हमें फिर solvent of gradually increased polarity, increase the elution strength and used during the process of separation. So initially benzene, then chloroform, then ethyl acetate, then chloroform. Okay, so after the separation, then there is a detection of the components. So if the components separate in the columns, chromatography produce our column or progressively of the separation can simply be monitored visually. So if the components separate in column chromatography, अगर वो column separate होता है process are cooled, the process of the separation can simply by monitoring the visually. So if the component to be isolated from the columns, अगर हमने क्या किया है, if the some components to be isolated from the columns, chromatography are colorless, अगर वो colorless है, in this case small fraction of the elute are collected sequentially in label tubes and the composition of each fraction is analyzed by TLC. Okay, so elution of the sample components, so ABC separate. Okay, so as a column, so fraction can be collected in test tube, vials, beaker or elementary flask. Okay, so the column chromatography will be analyzing of the fraction, analysis of the fraction by thin layer. So thin layer chromatography we can say. So here if you are able to observe this one sample, अगर हमने यहाँ पे अप्लाई किया तो slowly यहाँ पे जाके फिर हमें वो दिखने लगता है. So analyze the fraction by thin layer chromatography, and then there is a factor which affect the column chromatography or efficiency of the columns. So in the case of dimension of the column efficiency has been improved by increasing the length and width ratio of the column. Column efficiency हम बढ़ा सकते हैं, has been improved by increasing the length width ratio of the columns. So particle size of the column packing, separation to be improved by increasing the particle size of the adsorbent. So particle size of column packing, dimension of column and temperature of the column, packing of the columns, and quality solvents. So dimension of the column efficiency has been improved by increasing the length width ratio of the column. So particle size of column packing separation to be improved by increasing the particle size of the adsorbent. So separation to be improved by decreasing the particle size of the adsorbent. Activity of the adsorbents and we studied temperature of the column. So speed of the elution increases at higher temperature. अगर हमने क्या किया temperature of the column increase किया तो speed of the elution increases at a higher temperature. Packing of the columns and quality of the solvent. The solvent having low viscosity is giving better result. So that thing. Then there is an final point is the applications. So what is the application of column chromatography? So in the case of this one, separation of mixture of components, then there is a purification process, isolation of active constituent. So whatever the active constituent are there, that we have to wear. Isolation of the active constituent we can do. Estimation of drug in formulation. So we can estimate the drug of formulation, isolation of active components or constituent, determination of primary, secondary glycosides and digital leap, determination of primary and secondary glycoside digital leap, and separation of diastomers. So what are the diastomers are there? That separation we can turn. Now there is an advantages of column chromatography. So anytime mixture can be separated. अब कुछ भी दो उसको separate होता है. The any quantity of the mixture can be separated. So not only just mixture, the quantity. So a different quantity, any quantity of mixture can be separated. Wider choice of mobile phase. So whatever the mobile phase are there, is choice is wider. Automobiles is possible. Okay, we just overlook करना है हमें कि mixture हम separate करते हैं. Quantity of the mixture can be separated. Wide choice of mobile phase and automation is possible. So disadvantage of column chromatography, time consuming है. More amount of mobile phase are required. Mobile phase quantity is more required. Automation makes the technique more complicated and inexpensive or expensive. Automation makes the technique more complicated and expensive. So thank you very much for patience listening. I take it somewhat fast because we are although we are trying to cover the point so many times, even in the first lecture introductory part, we have discussed on that part. So I must say thank you very much for the patient listening. I hope you get it the points that I am teaching to you. Okay, so I must say stay home, stay happy. Thank you very much. Okay, and another point that I would also like to wish you very happy learning. Thank you very much.